All right. The only thing I don't like about this is I can't see the screen right now. Like, why is it so dark? And then I can't switch my camera now. Oh, can I? Oh, there you go. Would you guys much rather watch and see what I'm seeing? So, a needle pulling thread. I decided to jump out of my car and stretch my legs because I just had an incredible morning of conversations with my riders. Just dropped Shivani off at community college, and she's such a beautiful soul, a self-aware 18-year-old young woman who is Hindu, Buddhist, and wants to go into criminal justice. But we just had just an amazing conversation that was just great. And then the couple before her were full-blown Hindu, and we had an amazing conversation where they asked me to tell them all my thoughts on God, and so I'm just overwhelmed with. So the thing that I'm overwhelmed with is that, I've made this announcement that I am going to make this change in my life and go in a direction which includes moving to California, which would take me out of the Uber arena, because I would be, well, it doesn't have to. I mean, I could go to California and keep doing Uber, but California also has the cannabis farm, and but I could split it all up, right? I could split it all up. I could do a bit of Uber and a bit of, because what I am thinking about with the Uber is just the interaction that I have with people is amazing, and a part of what I find so enjoyable about driving for Uber that I don't want it to stop. And I also still have this ambition of creating Uber conversations where I publish, like the conversation that I just had with Shivani. I really do think that people would be encouraged by and informed by those kinds of conversations. And as far as I know, no one's putting that kind of content out on YouTube, so it would be a completely new market. But if I then go to California and go work on the cannabis farm, I'm not and then am I the universe? Because it was so funny, all of the synchronicities. It just kept piling on. I had a great conversation with a woman named Dana, going to meet her husband in Chicago for a little vacation. And she's completely woke. Fully. She was just, I don't know all of the answers, but man, there is we've been lied. She knows. And it was a great conversation, so then I'm thinking, okay, so am I going to move away from this medium? Not all writers are like that, but it was just one after the other today. So I was thinking, okay, so is the universe saying, okay, Travis, maybe you stay here and, be a little bit more focused and disciplined in your ambition to create this content and just be an Uber driver and create content. So, a needle pulling thread. Anybody out there? What's going on? Somebody say rant. Anyway, so I'm out here. Oh, that's the other thing I got out for. I'm gonna talk about the sun and the moon. Okay, gonna do that too. What's going on, Askin? It's been a while since I've seen your name. So, whatever you are, hope you're doing well. Because I don't know what you are. So we got 2 people watching. We have 2 Smurfs in the audience. How many likes are there? Let's make sure we have just as many likes as we have viewers. at the moment, because obviously if there's 3 hours of streaming and the counts are going to be off, so it's not going to work. But this is just the beginning of the count. So you two are probably the first 2 visitors, and I don't see any action on the Fonzarelli. Smash that Fonzarelli. Just trying to get to a spot where the sky is open to talk about Luna and the I don't even know what to say, the sheer solar cloaking device of the sky. I don't know if this is like an amphitheater or what. It would have to be. There's no other function for it. It's got a massive stage. So, the hello, cardinals. I love cardinals. I don't know if you can see the cardinal. The sun is coming right at my peripheral, so I can't see the camera very well. All right, so this place is as good as any to do my explanation. Okay, so you have the sun right there. Okay, the moon is out here somewhere. Okay, out here, and it's going to be coming up in the sky today, trailing behind Solaris. But right now, you can't see the moon. I'm using my app, or I'm using my phone right now, obviously, so I can't jump onto, and that's what I forgot to do. So I'm going to have to do it right after. Well, I'm probably going to forget. I need to find out how to do that. I should do it right now. Maybe I should just finish this explanation and then take a photograph, because I want to see where my Skyview app tells me that the moon is right now. So if the Skyview app tells me that the moon is above the horizon, then that means obviously it's in the daytime sky. So when am I going to be able to see it? I'm not going to be able to see it at this point of the daytime, in my opinion, because the sun's position and the field that it is creating cloaks the moon at this angle and this degree and this distance and all of these things. So then as the moon continues to follow the sun through his circuit of the day, when King Solaris departs from the sky and takes his train of light with him, that train of light then uncloaks the moon so that there she is. Where, I didn't see the moon out before. Where did that come from? She just almost materialized out of nowhere. So I'm painting a picture for you of something that I think is going to happen that I haven't really ever put into or put to the test. So in my new astronomical research, I'm looking at Luna, and I'm trying to, I'm taking the time right now to try to do it. I have to try to remember in a couple of hours to do it again, because Luna's going to be in a different position. So if I'm supposed to be able to see Luna right now in the sky, and there's a little bit of pollution in the sky right now from the goddamn criminals that spray our skies. It's just absolutely mind-boggling. If they came out and said, you know what, everybody, we're actually really spraying the skies and this is what we're doing, da-da-da. Some people would be like, whatever, what's next on TV? They don't give a shit. It's just insane. But for the most part, normal people would be like, fucking A, there's no way we're going to let you spray the goddamn skies. What are you, crazy? Are you stupid? Nature, you're not going to improve on nature. All right. So here you go. I don't know anything about the Dragon Comet. Honestly, I don't know anything about what you're talking about. So you can see in the sky that you've got these whispers of chemical soup, which are going to be obstructions for the moon. But as of right now, like, you know, I don't see anything in the sky that resembles where the moon is going to be later on. You know, I'm just kind of looking down in the trajectory, right? Looking down in the trajectory of the sun. So the moon should be somewhere in here. Now, it's possible because, again, before I went live, I forgot to go on my app and look to see where the moon is. But I'm just going to suggest that the moon should be somewhere here in. But if the moon is below the horizon, then it's not going to show up until later. But either way, when it's low in the sky in the daytime, it is not visible. And I'm trying to say, like, why? And I think that it has to do something with the polarity of light. And then that would be something interesting too, because then that would make the position of the sun physical, because if you get into the proximity of the light, you then are in that field, you know? So then if you think of the radiance of the sun as a field, if you enter into that field halfway, then half of you disappears. Half of you is behind a cloak of invisibility. And that's what the moon is going to be in, or is in right now, depending on where she's at in the sky. Because like I said, I just looked right now and I can't see anything that resembles a moon, you know, because she's going to be probably at 5%, maybe. So I'm going to wrap this up because I do want to remember to take a photo of the sky and then a photo of where the moon is supposed to be, if it's up in the sky. So wherever you are listening to the sultry sound of my voice, if you have the ability to see a clear sky today, please try to find the moon as soon as possible and take a picture and somehow get that to me. I would appreciate it, but I got to do that on my end too. This has been another exciting adventure of Pensamientos de Viejo. Soy Travieso Viejo. Until next time.